welcome back to my channel. So it's been a while since I last uploaded. With all the things that have been going on recently, I've gotten really lazy and I didn't record anything. But I'm back now. So today I got three new editions. I basically picked them up from my friend. So there are two New World Tarantulas here and one Old World Tarantula. So these are all slings. So we'll be rehousing them into these containers. These are about 4 inches by 3 inch in width and 3 inch in height. For slings, you don't need really big enclosures. You need something that is about 3 to 4 times the leg span, and that is good enough because then it will be easier to feed them. And I'll be using these bottle caps as water dish, and I'll be using this to prod them out, and for substrate I'll be using coco peat. So yeah, without any further delay, let's just set up their enclosures and then we'll move on to rehouse it. Hey guys, so as you saw, I set up the three enclosures and I made a mess while pouring the coco peat as usual. So I'll give you an overview of the basic sling enclosure. So the enclosures are about 4 inch in length, 3 inches in width and 3 inches tall. And I have put about an inch of coco peat in there. So that the sling can burrow if it wants to, but I do not want the sling to burrow too much because then I'll have difficulty monitoring the slings. As slings, I prefer to keep a close eye on them because it's then easier to basically intervene if anything goes wrong. So yeah, and then there's a water dish and I sprayed water everywhere. So I give water dish to all my slings because they mold really frequently and I prefer to have a water dish in there just in case, even if they are not using them. So yeah, that's the basic enclosure. There are holes on the sides of the enclosure and on the lid as well. This basically ensures cross ventilation and ensures a good airflow, which is really important for all your tarantulas. You do not want stagnant air inside the enclosure as it will lead to mold growth and parasites growing in there such as mites and stuff. So yeah, that's it, and let's get right to the rehousing part. So I will start with the easier tarantulas, the New World tarantulas, and let's see what they are. She's right in there, as you can see. I'll pull her out. Where are my tubes? Okay, she's coming out herself. So come on, move your leg. Go down. Go down. That's it. So this is a freshly molted. I think this guy molded about 3-4 days ago. And as you have guessed already, this is a Brachypelma emilia. I'll get a better look at them in a while. First I'll rehouse everybody and let them settle down a bit, and then I'll show them to you properly. So yeah, now on to the next one. So guys, the next tarantula is also a Brachypelma emilia. Oh god, wait, look at this. She's molting inside. Alright, I leave her there as it is. I won't disturb her at all. Shoot. Guess he did not realize that she was going to mold so fast. Anyways, no problems. Uh, we'll leave her in there. I'll update you guys on that situation as well. Yeah, I'll close the lid and see what happens. Right. So I guess we'll rehouse the old world tarantula now. So guys, the next tarantula we're going to rehouse is a Ceratogyrus darlingi, the rear horned baboon. So yeah, old world tarantula, I'll be getting her from this enclosure to this enclosure. So yeah, let's see how it goes. I don't know, honestly. We'll see. I have a catch cup ready just in case she decides to bolt. God damn, let's see. I need something longer. Where are my brushes? I'm not able to find a brush, so I'll use this itself. Let's see. I'll keep the lid ready. That's it. Slowly. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. That's it. So, darlingi rehoused as well. Okay, let's take a look at it. I will take a better look at all of them in a while. She's right there. I hope this is a she because I already had one specimen which died about 2 months ago, I guess, and he basically matured out. Oh my god, my dog just scared me. So yeah, that was a male and he matured out and lived a full lifespan and then died. So it's not I'm not really sad, but yeah, I do want a female of this species as I love the horn that grows on them and the size they get. So yeah, now guys, I will update you in this video itself about the situation with the molt and we'll take a better look at these days. Yeah. There's an update, so as you can see the Amelia has flipped perfectly now and she's molding inside the transport container itself. This shouldn't be a problem given the fact that the container is pretty big. So yeah, we'll see how this goes and I'm thinking I'll basically leave the Amelia in here only after she molts in here for about a day. And then I'll move her to her new enclosure. So I'll give you guys an update. So guys, as you can see, she's molting. So yeah, I'll not disturb her at all and let's see how it goes. A small update. Hey guys, so as you can see, she's almost out. I hope there's enough space for her to actually shed the entire skin and stretch out. So yeah, another small update. And now next I'll update you when I'm rehousing her. That will be about a day from now, I guess. A day, or maybe I'll wait for 1 day to 1 to 1.5 days, I guess. We'll see how it goes. So yeah, that's it.
One eternity later.
Hey guys, welcome back. So it's been about 2 days now since I rehoused my new editions, and yeah, the Amelia that was molting inside the transportation container molted successfully and she has been rehoused. So I'll basically give you an update on that. first we'll take a look at this Emilia. She is the older Emilia, and she molted about quite a time back. So I'll try and feed her. Let's see if she eats. Yep. There you go. Typical brachypelmons. So, yep, that's her enclosure. There's a water dish, about 1 inch of substrate, and yeah, I've already told you what the enclosure is, so yeah, I'll just skip through it. So that's the Emilia. Now I don't know what her gender is. I just refer to all my tarantulas as a she by default. So yeah. So now I'll close her off and we'll move on to the next Emilia. So this one just molted out 2 days back. So as you guys already know, and yeah, she's doing perfectly fine. What I did was I put the transportation container inside this enclosure and she basically walked out of the box herself. I didn't really feel like fiddling around with her since she's freshly molted. So yeah, she won't be getting any food for about 3 to 4 days more. So now moving on to the Darlingi. Now this dude, I hope it's a girl, but still, she's been super busy basically. Wait, I'll show you. Yep. This is what she's done with her enclosure. She's made one tunnel over there. There's just one single tunnel with 2 entrances. She covered up the water dish completely and lifted up all the substrate. There was about 1 inch of substrate and she lifted it up from there and piled it up in one corner. Pretty interesting. So I'll try to feed her as well, but where is she? Okay, let's see if I can capture her while feeding. So I don't think you'll be able to see. Wait, I'll put on flash. Wait a sec. So that's the Darlingi, and I'll try to feed her a small mealworm as well. Let's see. Yep, she took it. Guys, that's it for this video, and yeah, I do plan on making videos every Saturday. Hopefully I'll be able to do that and not procrastinate. So yeah, if you like this video, click on the like button. If you're new, subscribe to my channel. It really encourages me to make new videos, and follow me on Instagram. I upload pictures daily over there. So yeah, see you again next Saturday. See ya.